This is Stars and Scopes with your friend Uma, updated every new and full moon with guidance based on planetary transits in the current sky and extra support from tarot. For accuracy, take a look at your rising sign first if you know it, and do feel free to listen to your sun, moon and rising if you'd like the full picture. If you're interested in your birth chart, check out the readings page at umaruby.com. And if you'd like to support the work, head over to buymeacoffee.com/umaruby and you can buy me a coffee. Finally, if you're a visual learner, look up Uma Ruby Tarot on YouTube and you can watch and learn. Okay, let's take a look. Hello Taurus and Taurus rising. Welcome to your horoscope for the new moon in Leo, happening on July the 29th at 3:54 AM if you're in the southern hemisphere with me. A new moon in Leo is activation. This is really a lovely moment to make a wish and to ask for what it is that you need. I really have been enjoying the energy. It's been difficult at times, I tell you what. It's been quite a journey for me to get here and get these horoscopes published. There's been a couple of roadblocks but it's all, that's another story. But at the essence, at the core of it, the pride in what it is that we're doing here, how it is that we're taking the offers and dealing with life as it stands and the swings and roundabouts of our day-to-day, how we can harness that lion's roar, that sense of pride. I've said it in near every reading, but I think that one thing that Leo represents and can remind us is that ego isn't a dirty word. And so a sense of pride for oneself is essential to our development and to our ability to translate the mysteries of the universe. The human beings are the throat chakra of the universe. So it's up to us to try as best we can to translate and to be proud of our experience and ourselves. Where do I begin? This new moon, I'll start there. This new moon is in your fourth house, Taurus. Fourth house is your home, your sense of roots and stability, your essence, your kind of compass in life. There's a lot of Taurians are very house proud, we'll put it that way. If you go to a Taurian's place of residence, it is normally beautifully turned out, beautiful textures, colors, lights, food, all of that stuff. There's a real sense of pride when it comes to feathering a nest for a Taurian. And in this way, at a new moon, we have that ability to manifest and to perhaps realign ourselves with the idea of that pride. There's nothing to fear or be ashamed of in that sense. It's actually a beautiful aspect of the Taurian personality or the Taurian soul, is that sense of pride in the environment. There's a lot of soothing that happens in the home of a Taurian. There's a lot of care and comfort and healing that can take place in an environment that has been taken care of beautifully. So at this new moon, this is the time to start making your wishes as to what you wish your home to be like. When you think about fourth house, what do you want that to represent to you? This could be the home that you're currently in. This could be the home that you're destined to move towards. But tonight is the perfect moment to start thinking about that and start thinking about what home has meant to you before and what you wish for it to mean to you now. So if you're between places or if you're on the way to somewhere else, then perfect, activate, start thinking, start just saying it, that's, if you say it, then you've cast a spell. That's what I'm learning. You can ask for what it is that you need. If you are feeling blocked in some way at home, if you're feeling maybe not unwelcome is the wrong word, but if you're feeling suffocated or stagnant, or kind of, if you look around and you're sort of like, oh, it'll do, this is all right for now, then maybe this new moon would be a great time for you to, reactivate that pride and that fire. You know, the home is an essential part of Taurians' contribution, and you know, their existence is very earth-based. Home and roots and stability, all of these things, they're what you know, they're what you're really good at, Taurus. So don't shy away from that. Like, I understand that sometimes in life, you know, we've just got to make the most of it. We've got to do what we've got to do, and you know, where we land is where we land. But there is not anything around. Yeah, sometimes, you know, it can be immovable. Some, you know, without having the creature comforts or whatever. It's not. It's not so. We're not working with energy that's so cosmetic. I'll put it that way. This is much deeper. This is your sense of belonging that we're talking about here. This is your sense of grounding, and where you can, with sturdy roots, we can grow, can't we? With a stable foundation, with something that is tangible and secure, we can branch out and we can expand. And this is what we want for you, Taurus. This is the next stage of your development and evolution, because you've been a little through the ringer in terms of your sense of self since November, possibly longer, and it will continue on until the eclipse axis shifts away from Taurus and Scorpio. So the North Node is in your first house. This is your moment of, as far as karma in the universe and our surroundings, our peripheries, you're being encouraged to zone in on your individual speck of stardust and what it means to be here and who it is that you are and what you can understand about yourself and learn in order to progress and to move forward and to be of benefit to yourself and to others. There's been potentially some shedding here as the time has gone on because of that axis, that North Node, South Node space. There has been things that have needed to be let go of. There's been, but in your 7th house, which is Scorpio, of your intimate relationships, people close by, the ones that you consider family, that your lovers, there's been things that have needed to shed themselves in order to make way for the new and to realign your experience with your purpose. In addition to this that's been going on here, there is a triple conjunction about to take place in Taurus a couple of days after this new moon. So I bring all of this up for a purpose. I think that to manifest roots and to manifest that center, that groundedness, that place of safety and home will be really important for you, Taurus, because there's a couple of days after, on the 31st, the 1st of August, 31st of July, 1st of August, a triple conjunction takes place that hasn't happened for about 2,500 years. It's a big one, and it's got a lot of fire to it. It's got a lot of rebellion. It's between Uranus, Mars, and the North Node. So come the 31st of July, 1st of August, as we move forward, there's things around activation and starting a fire and revolution that are going to maybe crop up in terms of your consciousness, your sense of self, your sense of purpose, what it is that you're here for, what does it mean to have a soul, and how can I work with this energy? How is my consciousness opening up? What doors are opening up for me? Potentially there's been a sense of cagedness or a sense of listlessness that may have been going on for you in terms of, I actually don't know what I'm here for. I don't know what this next stage is for. What do I do now? In that way, maybe your relationship to home and to tangibility and to sort of material peripheries might be waning a bit. There may be something where you're reassessing. You're sort of like, not to say that you've been living in a way that's materialistic or anything like that, but there's something else that you're wishing for. It's not enough to perhaps have a stable job and to buy these things and to go on the holiday then and to drink this wine or whatever. There's something else that's bubbling here and brewing away, and it's got so much to do with your moment, with your speck of stardust. I'll say it again, but that's the easiest way that I can go to explain it. Like, what are you here for, Taurus? What's your soul purpose? This is coming up. This is being activated. This conjunction is happening in your sign at 18 degrees. So with the warrior of Mars, with that box of matches, and with the revolution of Uranus, the rebel, there's what is about to turn on its head. What, in terms of your identity, in terms of your soul mission, your mission statement, what is about to activate? And what is the relationship between that and the home? And how can we jump on the back of that lion? How can we make the home a place of stability and groundedness and roots in order to branch out and to start this journey of the soul and of the self? This is a really exciting time for Taurians. I'm really can't wait to see what may happen next and what you're moving through. But this is all very profound, and this is coming at a time that is right on time, you might say, in a lot of ways. Now remember, astrology isn't prescriptive. It's nothing that we are sort of doomed to suffer or we're beholden to. It's a sheet of music, and you can learn to play that music and work with that, or you cannot. And either way is completely perfectly fine and great for you, Taurus. I don't want you to think that you're going to miss the mark, or that if you don't come to some sort of point of grand enlightenment that you're doing it wrong. That's not the point of this exercise. The point of this exercise is to allow you the opportunity to consider this and to maybe reconcile some of that dissatisfaction or some of that friction or listlessness that's been going on internally for you. So that's the astrology. That's what we're going to focus on at this new moon. We're going to wish for the roots in order to grow. I think that's a nice, simple way of saying it. But let's pull you some intuitive tarot as well for a final message from Spirit. I need 3 cards, please, Spirit. 3 cards for Taurus. What can you tell me that will aid in this beautiful new adventure? The 4 of Swords in reverse. It's a moment of rest. That's a time of stepping away from the milieu or the battlefield, whatever it is you'd like to say, in order to recoup and to gain some perspective. It's in reverse though, so maybe this is saying, okay, the time is now to activate. Maybe work with that Mars energy. Oh, and I got the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. And I got the 2 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, this is very direct. This is a very clear message, Taurus. What we've been hanging on to for dear life, for protection, for safety, for security, is falling away. We're loosening our grip. We're letting go of it in order to receive what's coming. And in terms of this 2 of Wands in reverse, you know, the 2 of Wands is the gateway, isn't it? It's the sort of portal to possibility. In reverse, makes me think that perhaps you're standing at the doorway too long, because the door's open, the portal's open. Between those 2 wands lies limitless possibility. And it might be an encouragement if you remember that you're on the back of that lion tonight, as you manifest, as you wish. Like, wish for whatever it is you bloody want. Think big, huge. I want to live in a castle in Scotland. Wish for that. But this is the moment, with all of this stuff going on in the first house, with the turbulence of the soul that's happening there. This is encouragement to let go of some of the control, let go of, loosen the grip, let it fall away. The security is so important to a Taurian. I get that. And that's why you've been resting, to figure out how I'm going to maintain that and how I'm going to get myself to a place of realizing that I'm safe. So what have you realized, Taurus? And what lies beyond that gateway? What are you stepping into? I think that it would be really a great thing for you to flip this card and to get a greater sense of what it is that you are walking into, because it's bright and beautiful and exciting. So this is where we are right now. This is where we are right now, and we've got so much to look forward to. So say your moon wishes, say your prayers, cast your spells. Cast them for centeredness. Cast them for the ability to trust yourself in these other impulses that are feeling quite unlike you and quite fiery and quite deliberate. Where you're going, the portal's open now. Step through. I think that's what Spirit's really saying. Okay, that's your reading, Taurus. There's your sand. Much love to you. New moon blessings. Head over to buymeacoffee.com/Uma Ruby if you'd like to throw some money in the tip jar. They're always very well appreciated. If you'd like a personal birth chart reading, do head to umaruby.com, and there's a listing there of all the work that I've been doing lately and what we can journey together. If there's specific questions that you have around any of these issues, or if there's a way that you wish to activate a particular part of your chart and to really understand it, these readings incorporate tarot and they incorporate the astrology too. So there's lots of information in there and a great experience one-on-one to really walk together and discover what's beyond the portal. Okay, this is exciting. I'll speak to you in 2 weeks for the full moon in Aquarius. Taurus, until then, take care. Bye.